Fear is the tool of a tyrant. It is a weapon wielded to control, to manipulate, and to subdue. But what happens when this fear seeps into the very core of our being, challenging the essence of our faith? These words, penned by the renowned Christian writer C.S. Lewis, strike at the heart of a question that has plagued humanity for centuries. A question that transcends time and culture, touching the lives of believers and non-believers alike. Can fear truly shake the foundation of our faith? Can it erode the very beliefs that we hold dear, the principles that guide our lives, and the hope that sustains us in our darkest hours? It's a question that resonates deeply. For fear, in its many forms, has the power to cripple our spirits and cast shadows of doubt upon even our most cherished beliefs. It can isolate us, make us question our worth, and lead us down paths of despair. But is fear always the enemy of faith? Faith, or can it in some mysterious way be a companion on our spiritual journey? Can it serve as a mirror, reflecting our deepest insecurities and pushing us to seek answers to find strength we never knew we had? Or can it, as some suggest, serve as a catalyst for spiritual growth, pushing us to confront our deepest fears and emerge with a stronger, more resilient faith? Can the very thing that threatens to break us actually be the force that builds us up? In this exploration of fear and its impact on our spiritual lives, we turn to the insights of C.S. Lewis, a man who grappled with these very questions throughout his life. His writings offer a profound understanding of the human condition and a beacon of hope for those navigating the turbulent waters of fear and faith. Clive Staples Lewis, better known as C.S. Lewis, was a man of profound intellect and deep spirituality. Born in Belfast, Ireland in 1898, Lewis' early life was marked by both a love for literature and a struggle with faith. The loss of his mother at a young age cast a long shadow over his childhood, leading him down a path of atheism and skepticism. Yet, despite his doubts, Lewis remained drawn to the spiritual realm. He explored various philosophies and religions, searching for answers to life's biggest questions. His journey eventually led him back to Christianity, a conversion he attributed in part to the influence of his close friend J. R. Tolkien. Fear, as Lewis understood it, is not merely an emotion. It is a powerful force that can warp our perceptions and undermine our beliefs. It is a shadow that creeps into the corners of our minds, distorting reality and making us question what we once held as true. It whispers doubts in our ears, magnifying our insecurities and leading us to question the very foundations of our faith. These whispers are not loud, but they are persistent, gnawing at our confidence and planting seeds of uncertainty that grow over time. Whether it's the fear of the unknown, the fear of loss, or the fear of failure, these anxieties can chip away at our trust in God, leaving us feeling vulnerable and alone. The unknown can be a vast, dark forest where every rustle of leaves becomes a potential threat, every shadow a lurking danger. Lewis recognized that fear often disguises itself as rational thought, leading us to believe that our doubts are justified, our anxieties well-founded. We write in our journals trying to make sense of our thoughts, but often find ourselves more entangled in the web of our fears. We begin to question God's goodness, His love, even His very existence. In moments of solitude, when we are left alone with our thoughts, these doubts can become overwhelming, making us feel isolated in our spiritual journey. The insidious nature of fear lies in its ability to cloud our judgment, making it difficult to discern truth from the distortions of our own anxious minds. It is like walking through a foggy forest where the path is obscured and every step is uncertain. We look at our reflections and see not ourselves, but a distorted image shaped by our fears. Yet even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope. By recognizing the nature of our fears, we can begin to confront them. Lighting a candle in the darkness, holding on to symbols of faith, and walking towards the light, we can find our way back to trust and belief. Throughout his life and writings, Lewis explored the multifaceted nature of fear and its impact on faith. In his autobiography, Surprised by Joy, he recounts his own struggles with doubt and despair, particularly in the aftermath of his mother's death. The fear of abandonment, the pain of loss, these emotions threatened to consume him, leaving him questioning the existence of a loving God. Lewis's fictional works also provide poignant insights into the interplay of fear and faith. In the Screwtape Letters, a satirical masterpiece told from the perspective of a demon named Screwtape, Lewis exposes the subtle ways in which fear can be used to tempt and manipulate believers. The problem of pain, wrestling with fear in the face of suffering. One of the most challenging aspects of faith is reconciling the existence of a loving God with the reality of suffering in the world. Lewis himself grappled with this dilemma, particularly in the face of personal tragedies and the horrors of World War II. In his book, The Problem of Pain, Lewis explores the theological and philosophical implications of suffering. Acknowledging the difficulty of finding easy answers, he argues that pain, while difficult to comprehend, can serve as a catalyst for spiritual growth. Suffering, Lewis believed, has the potential to draw us closer to God, forcing us to confront our own mortality and dependence on a higher power. Screwtape's whispers how fear distorts our perception of God. The Screwtape Letters offers a unique perspective on the nature of fear, presenting it as a tool used by demonic forces to undermine human faith. C.S. Lewis masterfully uses the character of Screwtape, a senior demon, to illustrate how fear can be manipulated to create doubt and confusion in the minds of believers. Screwtape, the senior demon, instructs his nephew Wormwood on the art of temptation, emphasizing the importance of exploiting human fears and insecurities. He teaches Wormwood to focus on the subtle yet powerful ways in which fear can erode a person's faith and trust. Screwtape encourages Wormwood to whisper doubts in the ears of his human patient, to magnify his anxieties and distort his perception of God. These whispers are not just about creating fear, but about using that fear to make the person feel isolated and abandoned. Fear, Screwtape argues, can blind us to God's love, leading us to believe that we are alone in our struggles. This isolation is a powerful tool, as it makes individuals feel that they must face their fears and challenges without divine support. Through Screwtape's cunning strategies, Lewis reveals the insidious ways in which fear can warp our understanding of God and our place in the world. By highlighting these tactics, Lewis encourages readers to recognize distortions caused by fear and to seek a deeper, more trusting relationship with God. The book serves as a reminder that faith can overcome fear, and that understanding the nature of these spiritual battles is crucial for maintaining a strong and resilient faith. Finding light in darkness, Lewis's journey of overcoming fear, despite the many challenges he faced, C.S. Lewis ultimately emerged from his own struggles with fear and doubt with a deeper, more resilient faith. His journey was not without its share of pain and uncertainty, but it was through these experiences that he came to a profound understanding of God's grace and love. Lewis's conversion to Christianity was a pivotal moment in his life, marking a turning point in his relationship with fear. Embracing faith, he discovered, did not mean the absence of fear, but rather the courage to confront it, to find strength and hope in the face of uncertainty. The paradox of fear, a catalyst for spiritual growth. C.S. Lewis's life and work offer a powerful testament to the paradoxical nature of fear. While fear can undoubtedly be a destructive force, it can also serve as a catalyst for spiritual growth, pushing us to confront our deepest fears and emerge with a stronger, more unshakable faith. When we allow fear to control us, it can lead to doubt, despair, and a sense of separation from God. But when we confront our fears head-on with honesty and courage, we open ourselves to the possibility of transformation. Embracing vulnerability, sharing our struggles, strengthening our faith. C.S. Lewis understood the importance of sharing our struggles with others, of finding solace and support within a community of faith. He recognized that vulnerability, far from being a sign of weakness, is an essential element of spiritual growth. When we share our fears and doubts with others, we break down the walls of isolation and create space for healing and understanding. We come to realize that we are not alone in our struggles, that others have walked similar paths and emerged with their faith intact. Beyond fear, a call to explore Lewis's enduring wisdom. C.S. Lewis's exploration of fear and faith continues to resonate deeply with readers today. His insights offer timeless wisdom for navigating the complexities of human experience, reminding us that fear, while a powerful emotion, need not define our lives or undermine our beliefs. As we conclude this exploration of fear and its impact on faith, let us be encouraged by Lewis's enduring legacy. Let us embrace the vulnerability of our own struggles, knowing that in sharing our fears, we find strength, hope, and a deeper connection to God and one another.